Hi everybody, my name is Mercy. I'm a potter and ceramic artist. I do sculpture as well. I live in the Los Angeles area. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been and visited before, welcome back. I will be talking about my November and December, which were pretty crazy. In November, I had my sculpture show, which was great at the Hive Gallery. And they gave me a wall, which was 5 foot wide by about 8 foot tall. And all last year, all I was doing was trying to make the sculptures that I liked for to hang, and just, to fill this wall. And I thought I was good, actually, but then I put the stuff up and I'm like, I probably could have done 3 or 4 more pieces. But I looked at other artists there, other sculptors, and they really had only a few pieces. So I was like, I think I had like 8 or 10 pieces, maybe more. I don't even remember. It's been so long. And so that was amazing, being at the gallery. And this year they asked me just to maybe put in 1 or 2 more pieces for any of their other shows or whatever. I mean, I'm sure if I made their theme pieces, they would take it. But anyhow, so it was a lot to learn in that show. How to hang the pieces, because all last year I was trying to figure out what is the best way of sculpting wall pieces that will safely be hung and not fall off, not be knocked off. What's the best approach? And I did a lot of experiments, which probably was not the best idea, but it's hard to find what people actually do. I'm on a couple of Facebook groups like Clay Buddies and so forth, but some questions people just don't answer because it's just about the algorithms. So I searched around, and ultimately I figured out the best approach, at least for my work, is I putting a slab on the back of the pieces and then cutting a rectangle. One of my big pieces, it's a little dog that's running, and it has like this little rectangle that's about that big. That way, actually, you can tilt the sculpture to be not straight across if you want. You can actually put it at an angle, and because of the way that box is and how you're putting the nails up and the support, you can have them go in all sorts of directions. And on the show, I think we had them slightly ajar. When I put everything up, and my friend, my BFF helped me, because my hands are really terrible. I have arthritis I deal with, and I'm terrible with screwdrivers and all that. So she was able to help me, which I'm putting into the vlog, and into this vlog. And I learned what not to do. That is for sure, and what I'll be continuing to do. I believe that rectangle hanging is okay for French cleats, which is a term that I heard after the show. I was taking a class basically on sculpture, and this one particular ceramic artist was talking about how they hang pieces. So my little rectangle my guesstimate on that one would probably work fine with that kind of hanging too. So, which is good. And as with most potters during the Christmas season, it is crazy. All it is me making stock and trying to make as much stock to sell as possible, and then several weekends is trying to sell the stuff, and started in the end of November trying the Santa Monica flea, and then I tried December a event in Santa Clarita, which was not the greatest. Actually, it was slow, all of those shows. And then I tried the Santa Monica flea again, figuring that the November one was not as well as attended as it normally is. The vendors around me were telling me how much busier it normally is. But it just was pretty slow. I was able to break even on both the Santa Monica flea shows. The Santa Clarita one I did not. It was just not my people, so not my vibe. They just don't understand. Also, my pricing a little on the higher side, so I think that also kind of smashed a lot of sales. So, which that is totally fine. So it's always hard to figure out pricing, especially when you have to take in consideration your materials, hours spent. You want to give yourself a livable wage, electricity. Just generally, there's a lot involved in coming up with a price that makes sense. And that I know generally how much people sell their work for, like a mug around the Los Angeles area is in the $28 to $35, $40 there, and then some of the potters are higher. I've been actually figuring out what of my work resonates with people and trying to come up with my own kind of style. I am not really a production potter. So what that means is that I am not the type of person that could throw 20 of the same thing and just add handles and then move along. I've always only done super small batches. Maybe three. Three is my lucky number with tests. When I find what works, what's selling at different various events, then I will make more of that. Actually, I've been doing a lot of experiments over the past couple of years when I've been working with Lisa Orr, who's basically my teacher, my mentor, and just trying to take a look at all of the things I like to make and all the techniques I like to do, and trying to encapsulate and really focus on what that all means as far as what looks good, what I'm happy with, and just trying to hone in on the best forms and so forth. So I made a ton of really large mugs because of my experience with my historical reenactment friends, who always likes these humongous, big gulp, huge 32-ounce coffees and beer steins. And after going to these shows, which even though whether I did well or not financially is one thing, but I also take in account the feedback that I get when people are walking around, they're looking at my work, and I'm listening and taking on what they're telling me, which is sometimes a little on the harder side. But I just try to say it's nothing personal, and just, if people think I'm too expensive, too big is the thing I get. So I made a bunch in November, a little late, of smaller, because that was when I was really starting to get the feedback from Santa Monica. So hopefully this year, in January and February, when I'm making new mugs, I'll be doing them more normal size, more of the smaller petite size. I say petite, but it's just a regular coffee mug size. Like, because literally my stuff is massive. So, trying to look around in the studio to give an example of. So like this guy, this is really huge. This I made 2022. No, 2023. Yeah, 2023. And I was starting just to do my collage, my underglaze decal collage that I do. So, which was a lot of fun. One of these days I will do a video. Done one video at least. But anyway, but this is like an example of one of them that's really big. It's literally, I can see my hand like as big as my head. So yeah, not everybody wants to drink that. So live and learn, right? November holidays build up, December holidays, and I mean it was like, I think it was the 7th and the 22nd were the two shows I was really focusing on. So everything was just rotation. I'm not gonna, I think this is enough yammering. I'm just gonna move forward and edit in between. I'll probably jump in and out of this video, maybe, possibly, or maybe I won't, who knows. But thanks so much for watching if you've survived this long, and enjoy the rest of the video. Take it easy, bye.